1. The forest encounter at dusk. In the first video, a man ventures into a dense forest at dusk. As he walks deeper into the woods, the light fades and the atmosphere becomes increasingly eerie. Suddenly, he hears a woman's voice calling out to him. Startled, he turns around but sees nothing. As he continues, the voice becomes louder and more insistent, and he feels a chill run down his spine. Just as he starts to feel genuinely frightened, he catches sight of an apparition, a kuntilanak, a ghostly figure from Indonesian folklore, standing among the trees. 'The ghost's long hair and white dress are unmistakable, and she has a terrifying expression on her face. She begins to move towards him, her presence growing more menacing with each step. The man captures this on his camera, the kuntilanak's features clearly visible. It appears as though the ghost has taken a particular interest in him, possibly feeling a sense of trust or familiarity. The video ends with the man fleeing in terror as the ghost continues to advance. Two. The Japanese schoolgirls' changing room incident. The second video takes place in a Japanese high school changing room, where two schoolgirls are seen chatting and laughing as they change clothes. Suddenly, the camera captures a dark, shadowy figure standing in the background, watching them. The figure is barely noticeable at first, blending into the shadows, but as the camera focuses, it becomes clear that something sinister is present. The ghostly figure, resembling a black shadow, stands ominously, observing the girls with an unsettling intensity. The video captures this eerie moment, leaving viewers to question the identity and intentions of the mysterious figure. The girls remain unaware of the presence, adding to the unsettling nature of the footage. 3. The overworked Japanese office woman. In the next video, a dedicated Japanese woman is seen working late at her office. The clock shows it's well past normal working hours, and the office is nearly deserted. She is deeply engrossed in her tasks, typing furiously at her computer. Suddenly, without any warning, her chair is violently pushed, and she is thrown off balance. The camera captures the brutal nature of the disturbance, showing her falling to the floor and looking around in terror. Papers fly off her desk, and objects seem to move on their own. She scrambles to her feet, bewildered and scared, but there is no one else in the office. The unsettling footage reveals the terrifying ordeal of being attacked by an unseen force in a seemingly safe office environment. Her experience leaves viewers with a sense of dread about the supernatural forces that might exist around us. 4. The elderly ghost in the elevator. The fourth video shows two men returning home from work at midnight. The office building is eerily quiet, and the only sound is the hum of the elevator as it descends to the ground floor. As they exit the elevator, the CCTV footage captures a clear image of an elderly ghostly figure following them. The apparition of the old woman, dressed in traditional attire, appears just as the elevator doors close behind the men. She moves silently, her feet barely touching the ground, and her eyes fixed on the men as they walk away. The ghostly figure's appearance is sudden and startling, adding an unexpected twist to their late-night journey. The video captures the men oblivious to the presence behind them, making the footage even more spine-chilling. 5. The haunted public restroom. In this video, a group of young people in Japan decide to explore a public restroom located on the outskirts of a city. The restroom has a reputation for being haunted, and the group is both excited and nervous as they approach it. As they open the restroom door, they are greeted by an overwhelming stench and a sense of dread. They cautiously step inside, and almost immediately, they are horrified to see a Lino standing in the corner, watching them with a sinister expression. The ghost's long hair and white dress are clearly visible in the dim light, and her eyes seem to bore into their souls. The group's terror is palpable as they scream and rush out of the restroom, the camera capturing their frantic escape. The video ends with the group standing outside, panting and looking back at the dark entrance of the haunted restroom, unable to shake off the fear of what they just encountered. Six. The ghost at the in-laws' house. This TikTok video, recorded by a woman at her in-laws' house at night, shows a white, ghostly figure peeking from behind a wall. The setting is a traditional house preparing for a wedding ceremony, and the atmosphere is lively with family members bustling around. Suddenly, the camera captures a white figure with a ghastly appearance peeking from behind a wall. The eerie apparition, resembling a spooked, an Indonesian ghost, shocks the woman and her family. They freeze in place, unsure of what they are seeing. The apparition is clearly visible, standing motionless and staring at them. The unsettling footage leaves viewers debating whether the figure is a real ghost or just a trick of the light. The woman's account adds to the intrigue, as she describes the chill that ran through the room and the sense of being watched that lingered long after the apparition disappeared. 7. The Phantom on the Lonely Road. A woman and her boyfriend are driving down a dark, deserted road known for its haunted reputation. The road is flanked by dense forests, and the only light comes from their car's headlights. Suddenly, they spot two mysterious figures standing on the side of the road. The video clearly shows these figures, dressed in old-fashioned wedding attire, standing eerily still. The woman is convinced they are witnessing something supernatural, as the figures resemble a bride and groom. She frantically tells her boyfriend to turn the car around. As they pass the spot again, the figures vanish without a trace. The video captures the couple's fear and confusion, and the chilling sight of the phantom figures disappearing adds an element of mystery and dread. 8. The ghostly stalker outside the house. A man living near a forest is terrified by the sight of a mysterious figure standing outside his home, watching him through the window. The ghostly figure, resembling an old man with long, disheveled hair and a frightening face, stands motionless, adding to the man's fear. The man's attempts to confront the figure are in vain, as the ghostly apparition remains eerily still, its eyes locked onto him. The video captures the eerie moment and the man's hesitation to investigate further. His narration adds to the fear, as he describes the chill in the air and the unsettling feeling of being watched. The video ends with the man retreating to a safe part of his house, still shaken by the encounter. (9) The Ghost in the Rearview Mirror. This video, recorded by a motorist waiting at a railroad crossing, shows a ghostly figure appearing in the rearview mirror of the car in front. The crossing gates are down, and the area is dimly lit, creating an eerie atmosphere. The apparition, resembling a white, long-haired figure, is clearly visible in the mirror, adding a supernatural twist to an ordinary moment. The motorist captures the moment on camera, zooming in to get a clearer view of the ghostly figure. The video ends with the crossing gates lifting and the cars moving forward, but the image of the ghostly figure remains etched in the viewer's mind. The Wedding Cleanup Ghost. As people clean up after a wedding, a ghostly figure is captured on camera. The venue is almost empty, with only a few people left tidying up the decorations. The figure, dressed in white with long hair, resembles a kuntilanak and is seen hiding on the stage. The video captures only half of its body, leaving viewers to wonder if it is a real ghost or just an object that looks like one. The eerie appearance of the figure adds an unexpected twist to the mundane task of cleaning up after a celebration, leaving viewers with a sense of unease. 11. The abandoned house exploration. A man exploring an abandoned house in the forest records his findings on camera. The house is dilapidated, with broken windows and overgrown vegetation all around. As he walks through the rooms, describing the state of the house, he captures various scenes of decay and abandonment. Upon reviewing the footage later, he discovers a terrifying apparition, a ghostly figure dressed in white with long hair, appearing translucent. The figure seems to move through the house, blending with the shadows. The man did not notice the ghost during his exploration, but the video captures its presence, adding a chilling layer to his adventure. 12. The mysterious moving motorcycle. This CCTV footage from 2023 shows a woman casually using her phone at home. The room is quiet, and the motorcycle is parked in the corner, unmoving. Suddenly, without any visible cause, the motorcycle starts moving on its own, causing the woman to jump up in surprise. She looks around, trying to find an explanation, but there is no one else in the room. The video captures her confusion and the eerie moment when the bike moves without any apparent cause. The footage ends with the woman standing bewildered, trying to make sense of the inexplicable event. The poking in the plantation. Two men hunting at night in a plantation are startled by the appearance of a poking, hopping towards the village. The plantation is dark, with only the moonlight illuminating their path. The ghostly figure's distinct hopping movement is clearly captured on camera, causing the men to freeze in fear. They keep recording as the poking moves closer, its form becoming more distinct with each hop. The men whisper to each other, debating whether to run or stay hidden. The video captures their fear and the chilling sight of the poking moving through the plantation, adding a supernatural element to their night. 14. The Hospital Ghost. This video, recorded in a hospital, captures a mysterious shadow passing in front of the camera. The hospital corridor is quiet and dimly lit, with only a few staff members visible in the background. Suddenly, A dark shadow moves across the frame, startling the viewers. The brief appearance of the shadowy figure adds an eerie element to the footage, leaving viewers to wonder about the true nature of the apparition. The hospital staff remain unaware of the shadow, continuing with their tasks as if nothing happened. The video ends with the shadow disappearing into the darkness, adding to the mystery. 15. The TikTok window ghost. A man shares his frightening experience on TikTok, showing footage recorded by his friend, Abil. The video captures a creepy, white face staring through a window behind the man. The setting is a quiet night, and the man is talking casually to the camera, unaware of the ghostly presence behind him.
Saya upload kan, ya saya nggak lihat, pas lihat-lihat, saya nggak ngekesitu di jendela ada apa.
The white face, with its hollow eyes and pale skin, is clearly visible, adding a terrifying element to the video. Unaware of the ghostly presence at the time, the man is shocked upon seeing the video later. He describes the chill that ran down his spine and the sense of being watched that lingered long after he saw the footage. The video ends with the man looking nervously over his shoulder, still shaken by the experience.
Oh ini. Dapat dari mana ini Bill?
Ini di keranjang kuning ada nih kalau nunggu check out.
Serius ada?
Iya ada.
Oh ini.
Iya itu.
Dapat dari mana ini Bill?
Ini di keranjang kuning ada nih kalau nunggu check out.
Serius ada?
Iya ada.
16. The Kundila knock under the tree. In this TikTok video, a man records a ghostly figure resembling a Kundila knock standing under a tree in a field. The field is quiet, with only the sounds of the night filling the air. The apparition is clearly visible, dressed in white with long hair, standing motionless under the tree. The man approaches cautiously, his camera capturing the eerie sight. The Kundila knock does not move, but its presence is enough to send chills down his spine. The video ends with the man retreating quickly, too scared to investigate further. The footage leaves viewers debating the authenticity of the apparition and the nature of the encounter. 17. The red Kundila knock in the abandoned house. The final video shows a man exploring an abandoned house at night. The house is dark and silent, with only the light from his flashlight illuminating his path. As he ventures deeper into the house, he suddenly sees a tall figure with long hair and a red dress, resembling a Kundila knock. The ghostly figure stands in a doorway, its eyes glowing in the darkness. The man is horrified, his breathing becoming rapid as he tries to process what he is seeing. The terrifying apparition causes the man to run in fear, capturing the chilling encounter on camera. The video ends with the man panting outside the house, still trying to come to terms with the terrifying sight he witnessed. Haunted piano player. Playing the piano in his room. An unseen ghostly figure watches him. The child senses the presence, turning around just as the ghost hides. On a second attempt, the ghost reappears, this time looking like it's hanging behind the child. The child, uncomfortable with the persistent disturbance, eventually retreats to his bed. Despite the fear, he remains remarkably composed. Check out the video to see how the child handles this spooky situation. Exploring a haunted house. The final video follows a man exploring an abandoned house. The place is extremely eerie, filled with unsettling scenes, including spots of blood. Despite the creepy atmosphere, he continues his exploration. Upon entering the bathroom and looking in the mirror, he captures a clear image of a ghostly figure in the reflection. This startling apparition makes for a spine-chilling watch. Pay close attention to the video to see this ghostly encounter in the mirror.
patung nih. Ibu-ibunya. Jelas sih ya, tapi nggak apa ya. Ini malam-malam ngevlognya malam-malam. Jelas ya, itu apa ya penampakannya? Putih sih warnanya tuh. Serem juga sih. Rame-rame nih. Rame-rame. Ada suara hai gitu, perempuan.
Don't forget guys, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Click like and of course share my video. And then I feel okay. See you next time.